All right, guys, welcome back. Okay, so we're gonna quickly recap. Last tutorial, we were talking about this top in August at around 25,000, and our bottom around the August 27th. We were talking about that in the last tutorial. We were talking about this quite extensively. That this summer sucker rally here was still intact, and right now it still is intact. We haven't broken through this band yet, and we've been testing it up here, of course. And of course we have our ring right here. So we have a few, and I put on a different ring here. So you can see these rings here. So once we pass these rings, we get into a lot of volatility here. So I'm expecting a lot of volatility here and of course up here. And if you look on my forecast, I have one here and two here. So one is for our bull market and one is for our bear market. So pay attention to that and feel free to pause and go over it with your colleagues and your friends and set your charts up. And we're going to talk about these trend lines too. And these all come back from very, very, very far places back in 2013, 2011, 2015, all from significant bottoms and tops. So I'm going to just utilize these and watch how well they coincide with our rings and stuff. So I I wanted to just do a 2 month layout because I felt that we could cover a lot more stuff and we could just possibly monitor the next sort of rollover rally or the next possible move up from where we can start to move fast. Now, I was also looking at some other points in time, and they were the Bitcoin halving and the events that happen around that. And I wanted to talk to you a little bit about that. And, I was just sort of looking back, and if you go back to the tops, say in 2017, and we move forward 1,000 days, we will find that is the next place where the fast moves happen. So, what would that look like from, say, our April 13th, 2021 top? Well, 1,000 days would be January 12th, 2024. That would be the next potential fast moving up. So, and then from our November 9th top, 2021 here, 1,000 days from that would take us out to August 2nd of 2024. So, where a fast move can take place and has happened in the previous highs. So, I just kind of went back and looked over all that, and I wanted to kind of bring that up and let you know what I thought. So, right where this ring here crosses in October here, I'm calling for this. We're going to have this top up here, this 28,000 to 26,000 before we roll over here. And it's very possible and likely. It's our bear market structure is still intact. Like it's still, and we have our trend lines that are still going down. Now, we've been down right now. I believe, what were we down? Well, percentage wise, our rollovers have to be around, our last ones were 30% coming down, and which is right around here. I can find it. There it is. And 40%. And that was right around here somewhere, the 16,000 level. Why am I saying that? Well, because this move down here was, you know, 31%, and this one down here was 40%. So just kind of give you a quick recap as to why I kind of think this. Sorry, that didn't catch, did it? So this is kind of the reason I think that, way a bit. So there again, so you're at your 30. 30% level, sort of 35, So this is why I think these levels down here are possibly attainable, and we can certainly reach them here by the 10th. These fast moves down here, they last a week, and that's it. It's over. So they're really rapid. So we may be on the cusp of a very rapid move down, which I'm possibly, you know, pointing out here. And I'm just giving you some dates and some price levels where you could expect possibly, you know, just because I'm doing this doesn't mean it is going to happen that way on either of these scenarios. I mean, the third forecast is we could just move totally sideways here. Yep, we could just completely we could just crush around in this channel and make you guys just sick and tired until February. There's a February 23. Cross this ring, have a bottom, come back, and we could take off again. So anything is possible. Bitcoin is a very volatile asset. We've talked about this in the previous tutorials. We've talked about the moves down, that we could certainly see 82%. We could certainly see 88% down, and we could always come back to this. We could always um, see this price level. Now, is that going to happen? Well, not necessarily, but we are paying attention to it, and we're going to guard ourselves because looking at this, if we uh, if we start to move down here, you know, these are some pretty low levels here that we can certainly sit on. Well, we've talked about coming back to these low levels, and I was calling back, this July 27th. I was in previous tutorials. I was calling for much lower prices, like back down here. So just because I'm stating that we could come down to here doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to happen. It's possible. This is purely educational purposes, and you know, let's be mindful. So we could carry on with our summer sucker rally, and we certainly could end up here. We could have this big move up to this 12th and 10th area here, and then sit down again and move up. So it's quite possible. It's very possible, and it's likely it could happen. We could even go up to the 40,000 level. I mean, right up to here. We could certainly come up to this level. We can come no problem to this 30 level. We can easily reach up to these levels. Easily. Once the whales get on board, there's a lot of momentum. We don't have enough money to make the momentum, so we just make all these little tiny moves. This is just all of us. That's just all of us. And then they're waiting for us. And then this is the whales, right? This is the whales. This isn't the little guys. This is the whales, guys. So pay attention. You know, I'm talking about, a possible move down here. It's very possible and likely. And then we can have a little reset and move back up, right? It's very possible. So I just wanted to lay this out, and just let you all look at that. And don't forget, we got our trusty 20 and 22 months and our 27 months here, this December, February, and July period here. They represent an area where we could see certainly 6,000 and certainly 4,700. And we've talked about this in the previous tutorials. We talked about this in the Square of Nine Bitcoin tutorials as well. And another one is going to be coming up, and I'm having a lot of feedback about the Bitcoin Square of Nine tutorials. So you bet, I'll teach you how to make one. That was one of my comments. They wanted to know how I made it, so I'm going to teach you guys how to use one, how to make one. If you want, you can certainly hit me up. I'll make you one, and just like mine, and you can use it to forecast. All right, so moving forward here, I just wanted to lay out this 2 month forecast. Just, you know, keep in mind that we can certainly go sideways in a channel here, all the way into November, December, right into this February period. No problem. We could certainly do that. It could bore us all to death, where you finally give up, and then of course we pass over one of these trend lines here that we got coming down from our trusty tops. And this could happen. Like these trend lines are, it's possible. We break above this. It's pretty wild moving. You know, so just wanted to point that out for you. So we did our Bitcoin halving. We talked about that here, and that's March 11th, 2024, or thereabout. So we're going to get ready for that, and that's still a year and some away. Now, we were talking about 1,000 days after the tops, where we get these possible lows, where we get these fast moves up, and that's January 12th, 2024, and August 2nd, 2024. So we talked about that. We've covered our ring theory here. I've put that on there for you. You guys can certainly see all our rings here. I have one more ring that I can add on here and make it even more busy. We have a lot of tools here. Storm Gain is never happy with all the tools that I have on here. So here's our original tool. It caught our top here, right? And it's caught our top here, and it's moving on down, right? It's moving on down right through our February here, right? So we're just going to pay attention to all this. Is all this going to happen? Well, not necessarily, but it's really possible. It's super possible. So I just wanted to point that out to you guys. I thought that maybe this would give us a bit more food for thought looking at all this. Feel free to comment, subscribe. Need 100 subscribers to change my ULR, and I need 1,000 subscribers so that YouTube finally recognizes me for doing something with you guys here, doing all this work. Anyways, I hope you really enjoyed this. I wanted to pack a bunch in here. Please feel free to hit me up with a comment, like, and subscribe, please. It really will help my channel out in a great way. Thank you to all my most valuable viewers, all of you. Thank you.